Hello, this video is a re-upload that consolidates 5 Space Engineer videos, covering all 30 Steam achievements of the game. The goal is to present them in a single video, streamlining the content on the channel. Note that one achievement requires the Space Engineers Frostbite DLC. Space Engineers is a sandbox game where players explore space, build spacecraft, and construct space stations. It emphasizes creative construction, resource management, and engineering challenges. Hello. The story begins. Finish the first jump scenario. The first jump scenario is a linear story with action-packed gameplay, which is different compared to the other scenarios, which feature sandbox environments. This scenario will spoon-feed us what needs to be done. In Mission 1, The Contract, we approach a space station near the moon of an Earth-like planet in our shuttle. After thawing from cryosleep, we receive instructions from an AI named Good Bot to head to the bridge for a briefing. The station is damaged and on fire, but we use the shuttle's airlock to reach it.
No energy.
Inside the station, we encounter extensive damage and signs of a serious incident. Our goal is to restore pressure in a damaged hangar and make our way to the command center. Along the way, we repair doors, recharge our suit, and witness a battle between a yellow ship and a blue ship that might be our shuttle. Explosions and chaos prompt an emergency evacuation. We navigate through the damaged station, encounter a malfunctioning welder bot, and overcome obstacles to reach escape pods. We manage to board escape pod 7 just as the station burns above. In a cinematic sequence, the escape pod descends to the moon's surface as the damaged station continues to burn in the sky above, marking the start of our journey filled with challenges and uncertainty. In Mission 2, Extraction Site, the setting is on the moon. The mission begins as we exit a drop pod onto the lunar surface. Our destination is a moon base, but as we approach the Rose 4 base, we discover it's eerily deserted. We notice glass tunnels leading to pressurized rooms in a tower. In our exploration, we enter the moon base lobby. Here, we find doors leading to a garage and a control tower. A locked door leads back outside. Following the path, we opt for the control tower, life support door, which takes us through a glass tunnel. We then opt to lift the security lockdown by heading to the control tower. After pushing a button to unlock a massive blast door, we proceed into a deep cylindrical shaft, and the previously stuck elevator door opens. The AI asks us to investigate the excavation site in the tunnels. Descending the elevator, we enter an underground cavern with various rooms, including cargo storage, medical facilities, and 3 passages. The main shaft looms above. In the artifact chamber, we discover a hole, more drones, and a projector with a button panel. After activating the panel, a projection displays a 3D scan of the missing artifact, triggering the activation of defense and mining drones. We must confront these threats or escape through the tunnels. Back at the tunnel entrance, we witness the blast doors sealing shut. The remaining defense drones activate, and we must run for the elevator. Halfway up, the AI opens a maintenance door, and we exit the elevator. Following a marker, we encounter a spaceship guarded by a turret. After defeating the turret, we reach an underground bunker beneath the small antenna building seen earlier on the lunar surface. Inside the bunker, we find a rocket at the bottom of a smaller cylindrical shaft. Entering the cockpit, we escape through blast doors above. Navigating toward the NavComp coordinates marker, we encounter the Yellow Fleet. They explain that they're not enemies of the Sol Cooperative and weren't targeting us. We were caught in the crossfire between the Independent Terran Workers, ITW, and Results-Oriented Sciences, ROS. ROS eliminated the hired ITW workers who excavated a valuable artifact under the ROS 4 base. The remaining ITW workers want to prevent ROS from exploiting the artifact, and they take us to their settlement on the Earth-like planet below. In Mission 3, The Ruined Camp, the setting is a desolate Earth-like planet, where the story unfolds as we join forces with the ITW settlers, who have suffered at the hands of the ROS Corporation. ROS ruthlessly attacked the ITW settlement to erase all witnesses of a valuable artifact's discovery. The settlers possess a broken frigate and a powerless base, and they need our engineering expertise to repair them for a chance at revenge. Upon exiting the dropship that brought us to the ITW settlement, we're greeted by a scene of devastation. Our suit's AI highlights the necessary repairs, particularly the solar panels, and points us to containers with spare parts. Inside one of the tents, we locate spare parts, which we may need to retrieve more of if they don't all fit in our inventory. Building a battery kickstarts the solar panels, restoring power to the settlement. We then use an elevator to access the camp's hangar, where we find the damaged frigate. Following markers, we reach the control station upstairs, discovering the ITW chief engineer's log indicating that all repairs are completed except for the last thruster. By pushing a button in the control station, we learn that the frigate requires fuel, uranium, which we retrieve from a highlighted container. Placing the uranium into the highlighted reactor is the next step. Subsequent markers guide us to fetch a grinder, which we add to our toolbar to salvage components from a marked wrecked thruster. Welding the marked frigate thruster restores it to working order. We then follow markers to the hydrogen tanks, press buttons to refuel, and disconnect the fuel line. Returning upstairs to the control station, we push a button to open the roof hangar doors. This paves the way for us to return to the frigate, where we take a seat in the flight seat and ascend toward the highlighted rendezvous point. In a cinematic cutscene, we participate in the ITW, Yellow, faction's attack on the ROS, Red, faction's frigate. We control a rocket launcher and aim at the highlighted weak points on the Red frigate, successfully contributing to the settlers' mission. The evil corporation is forced to retreat, marking a momentary victory for the ITW settlers. In Mission 4, Final confrontation, the setting shifts to Mars, where we find ourselves inside our crashed frigate with an imminent reactor meltdown. Swiftly exiting the frigate to avoid the impending explosion, we gaze upon the Martian desert, with the Earth-like planet and its moon far away in the sky. Our allies transmit coordinates to a nearby landing zone, where a yellow Rebel Atmo frigate delivers supplies, a cargo container with a weapon and ammo, along with a tank-like vehicle equipped with Gatlings and rocket launchers. A cinematic cutscene reveals the battleground, featuring crashed yellow and red ships, leading to the concealed Rose 4 base nestled within a Martian mountain. Driving forward, we engage in a firefight, taking down the attacking Red Fleet's rovers, ships, and base defenses while ensuring not to harm the Yellow Fleet's ship. Advancing to the base gate, we utilize the rocket launcher to breach it. If our tank is destroyed, we can opt for an alternative by reaching one of the marked, usable ship wreckages, using its rocket launchers and turrets for gate destruction. Once inside the base, we proceed deeper, encountering roadblocks that halt our tank's progress. Continuing on foot, we navigate a lengthy hangar filled with offline drones and locked cargo containers. Our destination is the drone factory, which lies ahead. In Mission 5, Drone Factory, a cutscene places us inside the ROS Corporation's factory, where they produce small ships and drones. We observe two unsecured ships in Bays 01 and 02, both equipped with cockpits. The AI advises us that shooting the control blocks in the center will disrupt the programming of hostile drones. Additionally, we note 3 production tubes poised to release newly created hostile drones, prompting the AI to comment on the factory's impressive design with one exception, the giant fan. We're cautioned not to fall into the ventilation shaft at the factory's center. The CEO, Marcus, readies a red ship, taunting us and setting his drone army upon us. Entering one of the ships initiates the boss fight, where our objective is to stay alive while defeating hostile, red, drones. When a control block in the core is exposed, destroying it allows friendly, green, drones to hack and weaken the facility. Successfully completing this task transforms the status of the drone production tubes from normal to packed. A cutscene signals the arrival of a large ship, and Marcus, in his red ship, threatens us and the Sol Cooperative. This marks the climax of the boss fight. After destroying the large red ship, the AI congratulates us, revealing a secret tunnel above us that becomes accessible. Approaching the stolen artifact, we uncover its purpose, but before we can delve further, we experience an abrupt teleportation, surrounded by jump drive-like sparks. It seems our journey is far from over, as we are whisked away to an unknown destination. Personality crisis, change astronaut style, color or skin, 20 times in 10 minutes. Number 5 is alive. Connect your suit to power with less than 1% power remaining in survival. In the scenario, the first jump, at some point of the mission the suit's power will be drained to 0%. But nearby is a medical room. We have to connect to a medical room to recharge, then the achievement will pop.
No energy.
The harder they fall, destroy more than 1 million kilograms of cubes. During the scenario, the first jump, in a space battle, I got to destroy enough stuff. Explorer, visit all planets and moons in survival mode. In the scenario, Star System has all 8 planet, moon spawn points, which can be used to get this achievement fast. First, I will select a spawn point and spawn on the object. When spawned, I deactivate drop pod, so I don't respawn next to it. Then after killing myself, I am back in the spawn points list and repeat. Giant leap for humankind. Walk 1,969 meters on a moon. For this achievement, we need to walk, not sprint. Going green, build 25 solar panels while playing in survival mode. For this achievement, I just needed 25 iron plates, which I scrapped from the object I spawned with. Then build the solar panels, they don't have to be functional. Crayon Box, build and fly ship with more than 20 colors. When the ship has 20 colors, sit in the pilot seat and the achievement should pop. Declare war with different faction. For this achievement, I created a faction, which accepts peace from anyone, and added a bot to it. Then left the faction and create a new faction. Then proposed peace with the previous faction, since it is automatically at war, which doesn't count. Right after, declare war on the faction and soon later the achievement shall pop up. Lock and load, kill an enemy with a rifle. For this achievement, chose scenario, alien planet and in advanced settings enabled spiders. Starting the scenario in the inventory has a weapon and some ammo. Win-win, make peace with a faction. For this achievement, I changed one of the existing enemy faction to accept peace from anyone. Then created a faction and proposed peace to the enemy faction. Then soon the achievement will pop up. Millionaire Club. Get 1 million space credits and join the club of the wealthiest people in the galaxy. For this achievement, I went into admin screen and selected economy, then changed my character current balance. Monolith. Get within 5-meter radius of the monolith in survival. Monoliths have to be in the world on loading time. The monolith can be found in the scenario, Mars planet. Then in the admin screen, entity list, I will select entity monolith and teleport to it. The bigger they are, build more than 1 million kilogram of cubes. For this achievement, in admin screen, admin tools enabled creative mode tools, which allows me to build blocks as I would like in creative mode while in survival. The friend of the factions, befriend 3 factions, earning trust always pays well in the future. For this achievement, in admin screen, economy, I changed the reputation of my character with a faction by 1500. Repeat these actions 3 times in total. Death Wish, Armageddon mode for 5 hours in survival. For this achievement, I had to set environment hostility to Armageddon in advanced settings. Then in the world, I just sat and waited for 5 hours.
Meteor storm inbound.
Master Engineer 150 plus hours. For this achievement, I AF-keyed in world to grind the hours. Playing it cool, complete the frostbite scenario. Start of the scenario, I enabled creative mode tools, invulnerable, can use all terminals, ignore safe zones and disabled damage. So, I don't die and stuff doesn't break and to skip through unnecessary objectives. The goal is to progress the story by completing the objectives. First, I will have to jump in the rover and drive to the gate of the site. The gate is closed and have to be opened from the control tower, which is blocked by a broken door. Then drive out of the site and down the hill, plummeting at incredible speeds. Then, I have to get to the mining base and I will get there by spectator mode. Once, at mining base, I have to interact with a voice message to find the location of an abandoned mine entrance and fix the tunneler.
Damn, this piece of crap. If I can get this drilling machine to work again, I just might be able to dig my way through an old entrance to the main facility, which has supposedly been buried for years. A breakthrough to my friends trapped in all.
To get there, I will drive the tunneler, since it will be needed to dig through blocked areas in the mine.
I know she has access to all the blueprints for the facility.
Eventually, I find the underground base, which contains one of the 4 data container. First, I will need to listen to a voice message, which will mark where it is located. It is in the manufacturing line. Where I have to pick it up with the landing gear to progress. Tried using Ctrl plus X or Ctrl plus C and it doesn't register as the correct containers, and by doing such stuff will not be able to progress the story. Then, I've to take the data container to the landing site. And I accomplish the objective by loading it in a truck, and securing the load by building a cage around it. The truck has a landing gear, which can be used to hold the cargo, but it locks when trying to park. Once I've taken the data container to the landing site, I have to head back to the underground base and continue descending to the next area. Now, I have to deactivate the lockdown. First I have to listen to a voice message, which will contain clues. Then the lockdown can be undone by deactivating the coolant, retracting the control rod and increase reactor output. Once all is that done, the blast doors will open up and can head deeper to the research archives, where it contains the last 3 data containers. Once there, I find that the area also is on lockdown. To deactivate the lockdown, I have to find a button in the facility. After the lockdown is lifted, the 3 data containers will be marked, to be taken to landing site. I will use a forklift to stack the containers on a semi-trailer and secure the cargo by building a cage. Then, I take a lift to the surface and drive to the landing site. Once delivered, I will be attacked, and to prepare for that, I repair a missile turret and make sure to disable shooting globally, and wait for the enemy ships to arrive.
Warning, the ship is severely damaged. I am attempting to...
Once they are here, I enable damage and shooting, and the turret decimates the enemy ships. After all the ships are destroyed, the scenario is considered completed.
Scanning the area for hostile ROS forces. None detected. Congratulations, engineer. Much of the moon's surface remains uncharted. Naturally, I leave it to you to decide where we shall explore next.
For the achievement to pop up, I have to wait for a while. Did not manage to record it, but managed to screenshot it. I've got present for you. Detonate a warhead that kills you and another player. For this achievement, I used enabled creative mode tool, which I will use to place a warhead. Then, I will find the other player and place the warhead. Smile and wave. Wave to an enemy that is also waving back within 5 meters looking at you in survival. Lost in space. Spend more than 1 hour out of sight of other players on a MP server. For this achievement, I just joined a server with a few players. Then spawned in space and AFK for an hour. Joint operation. Survive 10 waves with at least one other player in never surrender scenario. By attempting to complete the mentioned achievement, we'll also complete the achievement, I see dead drones. To complete these and following achievements, we used admin tools to build turrets and a safe zone, which the turrets can shoot out from, but not get damaged. Bring it on. Survive 30 waves of drones in never surrender scenario. I have to mention that the achievement pop-ups might have delay. I'm doing my part. Survive 100 waves of drones in never surrender scenario. Scrap delivery. Destroy 1,000 pirate drones in never surrender scenario. According to many guides and discussions, people can get this achievement at waves 150, 160, 170, 200 and so on. If you don't want to grind like I did, there is a guide linked in the description, which explains how you can complete this achievement within 5 minutes. It takes but one, complete all objectives without dying and learning to survive scenario. To complete this achievement, enable Invulnerable in admin tools using Alt plus F10. This setting prevents death from mortal issues like oxygen depletion, and the achievement unlocks upon completing the final task. Engineering degree, finish all tasks of learning to survive scenario. To complete this achievement, finish all 14 tasks in this area. Task: hydrogen and oxygen. To complete this task, follow these 2 steps. 1. Repair the unfinished conveyor tube, connecting H2O and the survival kit. 2. Replenish oxygen and hydrogen at the survival kit. Task: survival kit. To complete this task, simply replenish your health and energy at the survival kit. Task: mining. To complete this task, mine and collect iron ore. Task: solar panels. To complete this task, repair the damaged solar panel. Task: ship. To complete this task, disable the landing gear by grinding it or unlocking it through the consoles. Task: ship mining. To complete this task, restore power to the mining shop by repairing the battery and then drill through the asteroid. Task: ship tools. To complete this task, restore power to the mining ship by repairing the battery and then use the ship's grinder to open the blast door and exit. Task: pressurization. To complete this task, repair all damaged blocks in the room to seal it from space and repair the vent. Next, take ice from a cargo container and insert it into the H2O2 generator access port on the roof. Task: production. To complete this task, repair all damaged conveyor tubes, then build an assembler and connect it to the refinery. Task: hydrogen thrusters. To complete this task, mine ice from the nearby asteroid and insert it into the ship's H2O2 generator.
Inventory full.
Next, repair the ship and use it to mine more ice. Task: remote control. To complete this task, repair the remote control block on the drone, add an antenna, and then remotely pilot the drone towards the GPS mark. Task: shipbuilding. To complete this task, add a cockpit, install thrusters in all 6 directions, add a gyroscope, and repair the battery to restore power to the ship. Task: combat. To complete this task, destroy the drone, then destroy the station's 2 turrets and antenna. I did this with turrets, a large cargo container with 3 autocannons attached to it and with batteries and nuclear power. task: jump drives. To complete this task, repair the jump drive, perform a jump test with the ship. Once completed, the hidden base GPS signal will appear, and you must jump to that location. Planetesphobia. Disable the pirate facility without entering the atmosphere in learning to survive scenario. To complete this achievement, I had to stay away at least 86 kilometers from the planet GPS marker. Then in spectator mode, I approach the pirate base and paste turrets to destroy it. Promoted Engineer, complete the final objective of learning to survive scenario. The final objective is the pirate commander ship, and as usual, turrets do the job.